How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we have one confirmed 5th inning boss, and it is in fact 99 overall Nolan Ryan. We should expect to see these bosses released sometime around noon Pacific time on July 30th. We should have these brand new bosses. This is a push to button stream, right? The stream starts at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. It should go for about a half hour. They'll go ahead and push the button and we'll be able to start grinding for these 5th inning bosses. I think they're going to reveal the other two on the stream. I don't think they'll reveal another one tomorrow morning at like 6 a.m. Pacific time beforehand, but I am excited about this Rangers Nolan Ryan card, right? It's a little bit different from the previous years. I don't think we've had a Rangers version of Nolan Ryan since MLB The Show 17, and he was all right. He was like a 94, so this is a different version, and it should be pretty similar to the Immortal card, right? I mean, I would hope that he has a sinker. Both of the Angels cards that I'm about to show you are pretty much the same, to be honest, especially with the parallel system. If you take a look at, the attributes in general, right? If you're able to parallel this guy up, I think his hits per 9 might even be increased because it is a no-hitter version in that milestone Nolan Ryan. But with that being said, if they're the exact same, that will still be pretty good with the parallel system. I think he'll be able to be effective because of the pinpoint pitching method. If you don't use that, if you use a different method, he might be tougher to use. But just in general, I think he'll be pretty good. And this year he had, in MLB The Show 20, he had a sinker as a secondary pitch. So that was kind of effective. Also, if he has the outlier quirk, which I don't think he had in previous years, but if he does have it, then he'll be that much better, right? He'll be similar to Jacob deGrom in some ways. But for the rest of the video, we're going to go ahead and hop into some gameplay. I've been grinding this event, and for the most part, I've been using a lineup of 42 card series players just because they were released a while ago. I want to try them out against some of the better pitchers in the game, or at least some of these milestone pitchers and second half pitchers like Greg Maddux and stuff like that. But I've liked this event. It's a little bit different, right? Using some different cards I haven't used in a while. I think it's pretty fun, and I'm still trying to get that Ralph Kiner. I think he's going to be a pretty good bench bat. If at anything, I can always sell him if I don't need him. I think the rewards are pretty good in general for this thing. I think that Jake McGee is also good, but we don't know if we're going to get a part 2 to this event. I think we could, but I'm not exactly sure, right? This event ends August 3rd, so that might affect the price range for some of the rewards, right? How many people are going to get 40 wins in that time frame. I know some people have already unlocked the Ralph Kiner card, but I'm expecting to see a collection in a little bit as well. I'm looking for that updated schedule. I want to see a part 2 to the Mariano Rivera Legends and Flashback collection, and even if there's not a part 2 to the collection updated on that schedule, then I'm hoping that the bosses are some big-name legends, right? I know some people have been predicting some current-day players as well, potentially guys like 99 Mike Trout. I'm really looking forward to 99 overall Fernando Tatis. I just didn't think we would see him released into the game this early. I just don't know. The developers have kept me guessing throughout the entire game cycle on their content. It's been spectacular. I just have not been able to, predict a lot of the stuff that they've come out with. They've come out with a lot of different varieties of cards, and it's been incredible to play throughout this year. But I think Nolan Ryan will be pretty good. As a 5th inning boss, I think that that's a pretty good selection. He was, a pretty good pitcher in his day, and I say that because just for whatever reason, like obviously he's a dominant pitcher in real life. He's just not as good typically in MLB The Show because people just sit on the fastball and then react to his off speed, or they just don't even swing at the off speed. I think he's going to be a little bit more effective this year. I'm going to try him out. I said I was going to try out the previous 3 bosses, and I really didn't. I mean, I picked one, but by the time I unlocked it, there were just so many other cards that I wanted to try out that I just didn't even bother with the 4th inning bosses. Anyway, by the time the 5th inning bosses come around and I'm able to unlock them, who knows? Maybe it'll be the same type of thing with Season 4 Team Affinity. Maybe there is a bigger collection. I don't know. This is all just speculation at that point, but I know that we're going to get, some really good endgame legends in the game, right? My team's already pretty good. I know some people have asked me, who are you using on your squad? And I'm using a variety of different players, right? I don't just use this same team over and over again. I've mixed it up a little bit with Acuna. I've mixed it up a little bit with David Ortiz, put Chipper Jones at shortstop, remove the creative player in general. But I like this squad that I'm using. It has a lot of speed. It gives me a lot of variety in terms of, utility positions and players I can use at different positions. I would like to replace Fergie Jenkins with Nolan Ryan. Maybe not because Fergie Jenkins does locate really well. I don't know. I'd have to try him out. But I like this rotation that I'm using. It'll depend on if Nolan Ryan has outlier as well. I like using players that have the outlier quirk. But this is the Legend of Flashback collection that I'm talking about. I've been talking about it for a couple weeks now. Some of you that watch all the videos might be sick of me talking about this Legends and Flashback collection. But the reason why I'm talking about it is because a lot of people don't know that it's coming out. A lot of people don't have Twitter. They don't follow some of the developer streams and information that the developers put out there. I'm trying to prepare as many people as I can. And if you're brand new to the channel, then I want you to know, like, I've been investing in some of these players, right? I've already made a profit because I purchased them for a little bit lower than what they're currently going for. And to be honest, if these cards were to tank in price completely, then I would only lose, like 30,000 stubs here if they were to completely go down to 5K. In this situation, I'd lose a little bit more, as like 32,000, but I'm not necessarily concerned about losing stubs on these. I know you're going to need these players later on. I know there's going to be another collection. If people are also hoarding up these players, then I think it could work out in terms of that the price will go up, if not double. These cards at one point got up to like 50, 60,000, maybe even 80,000 as the rare round in the space pack, but I know we've had a lot of supply since then, and that's why I also wanted to purchase, some other players too, like this All-Star Raleigh Fingers might be a good investment because I believe he was included in the 4th inning program, and you won't be able to get this card after the new program comes out. So with that being said, hopefully I can make enough stubs to get this Bryce Harper, but at the same time, if I just sold a bunch of the players that I've been investing in, I could just purchase him right now. I think he might drop down in price. The collection and the stub sales and the flash sales, those will definitely make a difference. But so far throughout this event, I'm 11-0. I like this event, and I'm looking to get that Ralph Kiner card, as I mentioned earlier. But I'm also really excited for these 5th inning bosses. I want to try that Nolan Ryan. I want to see the updated schedule right here. This is important to me. I know it's just as something as simple as a screenshot, but this helps me, right? I'm starting up this upcoming school year. I want to know how to plan ahead and how to plan my personal life and my gaming stuff and everything going on with that. I want to know how to plan everything. So with that being said, I'm College Lefty. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and peace out.